Hi everyone, so I have my May 2015 empties here for you today. It's a little more stuff than I had planned on because I had like 2 separate bags for empties and I didn't realize it, so some of the stuff actually should have been in my last empties, whatever. And in case you have seen my videos before, I did get my hair cut. Had quite a lot taken off, I don't know, 5 inches, something like that, who knows. It was a lot. And the long hair was just getting on my nerves. I felt like it was just getting kind of unflattering looking. It was tangled all the time. Since I'm pregnant, I know my face is gonna get kind of puffy and fat and like it does when I gain weight. And so I just wanted a little bit more help from the hair. And this cut, the shape, I think, tends to be more flattering. So after I had my first son, my hair got wavier and a little curly underneath. So what I did this morning was I washed it and normally I shower at night, so that's kind of a big change. So I washed it in the morning and put in some like curl defining mousse. I don't remember where it's from, Suave maybe, I don't remember. I'll put the name in the description box. It's really cheap. It keeps it somewhat soft. And does seem to help a little. I'm gonna try it without that and see if there's really any difference in how much wave I get. So just kind of scrunch that in and then just let it air dry. And so you can see it's just kind of wavy. I don't know if when I was actually pregnant it was curlier and now it's just kind of wavy. But in certain parts at the ends when it was long, it was actually ringlets underneath, so I don't know, but the tops, you know, as it usually is with kind of wavy hair or even curly hair, the top seems to be flatter for whatever reason. Anyway, I'm pretty pleased with how much wave comes through now, which is definitely more than I've had in the past. So hopefully this will be a really easy kind of low maintenance thing as long as I can figure out how to take a shower before Colin gets up in the morning. If I can continue doing that, I think it will work well. Sleeping on it wet doesn't look good. Anyway, getting to the empties. So I have kind of a random body care. I wanted to include this one because it's kind of noteworthy. I usually only include body stuff if it's either really bad or good. So this is the Dove Nourishing Body Wash, and this is in the Pistachio Cream with Magnolia. To me, this just smells kind of sweet and maybe a little bit of some sort of floral situation, maybe a little bit pistachio. But most importantly, this formula, it's very moisturizing. Like during the summer, as long as you just rinse it off and get it out, don't like linger under the water, it does a really good job. It makes a big difference. And in the winter, it helped my skin from getting too dry, especially if I got really lazy, like happens quite often, and didn't put lotion on. This can really make a big difference. And I think that during the summer that this would be enough for me. And I have not super dry skin, just kind of, you know, I'm getting older, so my skin's just getting drier. So when I was younger, I basically never used lotion, but now that I'm in my mid-30s, 35, I just need more moisture. So anyway, they reformulated this, I think, because I had it before and now it's different, and this definitely is much more moisturizing, so pretty cool. Another hair item, it's like 2 empties in a row, and it's another dry shampoo. So this is the Garnier Fructis Volume Extend Instant Modifier Dry Shampoo. I didn't feel this worked all that well. I prefer the one I finished last, which was previous to this, which was the Herbal Essences Naked Shampoo. I prefer dry shampoo. I prefer the scent of that one to this one. This one's really fruity, I think. Yeah, and I just didn't really like it. It was okay at first. It was better than some other things I had tried scent-wise, but I didn't feel like it worked all that great for me, and I didn't like the smell, so glad though, there's like nothing left in there, that I finished it. Skincare, so I got like a big pack and then a travel pack that was like value wrapped in it for free of the Simple Cleansing Facial Wipes. Okay. Better than some other, like I accidentally, not accidentally, just not thinking I got some like Clean and Clear wipes or something, which are just too harsh. And these, which I found slightly irritating, but not too bad, but still a little rough. I don't know. I don't think I'm just cut out for wipes on my face. I think it's just a little too rough for my face. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about the skincare stuff that I did not finish that I'm just chucking. This is a Shiseido Urban Environment UV Protector SPF 42, and it's water resistant for 40 minutes. This has a really strong smell. To me, the last time I smelled it, it reminded me of cumin, which is a little weird. I don't know what I was smelling when I smelled that, but was it cumin or coriander? I don't remember. It had a very odd, savory spice smell. Anyway, it's very fragranced. It probably has alcohol in it. I know now that this is not good for my face, so, and it's fairly old, so I'm just getting rid of it because a variety of reasons would not buy that. Paula's Choice Clear 2.5% benzoyl peroxide. I did not finish this, but it has been more than a year, and I have found personally that, and the shelf life on this does say 12 months, I found that acne stuff especially just does not work well when it's old. So this is a way bigger tube than I need. I actually bought this is 2.25 fluid ounces. I bought the like trial size maybe of ½ an ounce, and so I just use that as a spot treatment on the really like nasty, cystic, painful, swollen type blemishes, and I use the BHA Gel all over kind of as a preventative type thing daily. So this worked fine. I did find it too drying to use regularly though, and that's why I cut out using it every day on my acne prone areas, just because it made things too flaky. But I do like that for when I have something really nasty going on that's more of a cystic type acne. So Paula's Choice 2% BHA Gel. I really like this, and I repurchased this and I'm using that. So I use this all over, actually, just not around my eyes and whatnot. That's what I'm doing all over right now. So I heard a noise. I thought it was Colin, but it is a cat that I kicked out. And I feel like this does help keep the acne at bay. I took a break from it when I got pregnant, but 2% salicylic acid is generally accepted as being okay. Higher percentages, like in an actual peel and that kind of thing, are where the concern comes from. There's not a whole lot of data about it, whatever. It's a personal choice. I decided this time I was comfortable using the salicylic acid, and it has kept, because when I wasn't using this, my face was breaking out a lot. I put it back into my routine, and it has definitely helped a lot. So, like that stuff. And there just aren't a lot of good options for salicylic acid treatments that are designed to use regularly all over your face. This is a deluxe sample of the Laura Mercier Flawless Skin Face Polish. I feel like this exfoliates really well. I know Paula's Choice doesn't like it. Says it's too expensive and fragranced, I think, is the problem. But man, it really does make my skin feel really soft. So much better than not using it, or using like a washcloth. I do definitely feel a difference with this. So I do find it exfoliates well. I don't really like using fragrant stuff on my face, but if I had another sample of it, I would probably use it. I wouldn't buy it though. Too expensive. So makeup related stuff, I have another thing that I'm throwing away. This is just old. It's the Lorac Protectant SPF 30, and this is in Dare to Bear, so the lightest color. It is very fair, but it's also extremely sheer. I probably have a video or a blog post or something where I show this, and it's kind of like no coverage. And just because it is old and it's an SPF, the SPF is not really, and that's kind of the useful part of it, because you can really slather it on like you would an actual sunscreen, and yeah, so it's just too old to use for SPF, and there's no real reason to use it if not for the SPF, since it's so sheer. So I'm getting rid of that. I did use a fair amount of it, but since the coverage is so light, I don't know. I wouldn't buy it, but I'm not even sure if it's made anymore. Now this one's kind of a disappointment. I haven't had it super long, but this Hard Candy Glamoflauge, it has just like separated in an extremely violent way. It is really not useful anymore. I cannot get it to mix back together, and I didn't really like the formula though anyway, but the ultra light shade, this one is very light. It is probably the lightest concealer perhaps that I have. Very light. Didn't love it, but I mean, it didn't, I prefer consistency wise and finish wise, I prefer the Makeup Forever Full Cover Concealer, and since I just didn't wear this much because it didn't sit on my skin very well, so I can't really say much to lasting power. Now this I did completely finish. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in Innocent, and so yeah, you can see there's nothing left down there. This color is just, oh, I can get a swatch sorta. I love this color on me. I don't know how it looks on other people, but it's just kind of a tawny, apricot-y, beigey color that I find is very nice for a nude lip. I don't love the formula because it's kind of sticky, so it does stick to your lips really well, but like if you completely fill your lips in, which I would do with this just because I like the color so much and it lasts well, but if you like press your lips together, they kind of stick. So it's better, I find, for doing just kind of like that outer half or outer third and then filling in with a more comfortable lipstick. The Maybelline Creamy Matte in Nude Embrace is extremely similar to this, so it's a good combination if you're looking for one. And last is a fragrance sample, and this is Taylor Swift's Wonderstruck. I was not expecting to like this at all, and the reason I like it is still kind of odd. It's very fruity and sweet, which is usually not my cup of tea, but there's something about it, and it's interesting, this is not totally repelling me, and most fragrances when I'm pregnant like make me ill. So I've worn one fragrance once twice. 2 different fragrances since I got pregnant, and both times it was a really bad experience. So but there anyway, the scent in this that I really like is, I found some PR blurb that said pink smoke or something like that, but when I wear it, it reminds me of camping in a forest. It's got this kind of like smoke fire smell to it, like a wood smoke smell, or like a fire that has gone out. Like when you go, sounds so stupid, when you get to the camping area and there isn't anyone there, but you can smell that old fire. That's what it smells like. And it's not like the entire fragrance smells like it, but to me that is the smell that I always kind of catch. And I found, especially like putting it in my hair, I don't know, it's just, I really liked it and I was very surprised. So I almost want to get another sample of it to see if it was a fluke or if it has that same effect on me. But I'm not even sure how I could get another sample of it. I don't know, because from what I recall, Ulta doesn't do samples, and I think they sell it, but I'm pretty sure Sephora doesn't sell it. But the nice thing is, because it's one of those celebrity fragrances, it's probably super cheap online, which I love. Like, I also like the Katy Perry Killer Queen, and I got like a monster size bottle of that, like 3.4 ounces for like 25 bucks or something online. I mean, that's awesome. So anyway, that is everything for my empties. Let me know if you've tried these things out and how they worked for you, or if you finished anything recently. I would love to hear from you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing as always, and I'll see you soon.